It's that time of year where we're all thinking about getting in better shape with not only our minds, but our bodies as well. And we've got Dr. Andreas Michaelides to give us some great information about a new book that Noom has released, helping you get in the mindset. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now, let's just talk about what your role is, because being the chief of psychology at Noom is a very large role, and it's something that's very unique.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it really allows me to merge my two passions together, which are psychology. I'm a psychologist by training, and technology. And so I get to bring the latest and greatest in psychology to technology to help millions of people.
What you guys just came out with this amazing book for the new year, which is going to help people shift their brain into the Noom mindset. So for people who don't know what Noom is, can you give us a little more information about it?
Sure. Noom is a consumer-driven behavior change company where we are geared towards giving people the skills in order to make meaningful changes. And our mission as an organization is to help people everywhere lead healthier lives through behavior change.
And so why do you think it is that Noom is so effective to help people make these behavioral changes?
Noom addresses a lot of the psychological components that people often struggle with. The idea being that we have patterns of behavior that put us into situations that get in our way of making lasting changes. And I think you might have maybe heard somebody say in the past, I know what I have to do, I just can't do it. And so that's the kind of person that I think does really well at Noom, is the person who is trying to understand themselves a little bit better in order to overcome obstacles that maybe have been difficult to overcome so far.
And why do you think that the psychology versus kind of the act of losing the weight plays so well together in making this come together and make it what it is at Noom?
Yeah, because I would say those things they can be intertwined, and a lot of the tools that we give at Noom are not, specifically specific to weight loss. They're things that you can apply to all facets of your life, whether that be weight loss or it could be anything that will help you. Oftentimes programs that are very rigid and prescriptive, they don't really work because we don't think like that, and that is not always applicable to our day-to-day lives. And so the idea is to develop habits and to develop skills that you can apply to your day-to-day life and that are really sustainable for the long haul.
Now, in the new book that you guys have just released, why is it important that people get their hands on this to start making those steps to make those changes?
Because baby steps are the way to large, giant steps. It all starts with a first step. And I think a lot of times what happens around this time of year is that we try to change everything at the same time. And that kind of all or nothing thinking or all or nothing behavior can lead to disappointment later on. And so this book is, I think, for many people can be a really positive just step, and just understanding maybe a little bit more of those concepts that maybe are happening that you might not be fully aware of. Some things will not resonate with others, with everyone, but some things really will. And the idea is to take whatever you can or whatever is helpful for you so that you can apply it to your own life in your own unique way.
Which I think is so important, and especially as we're talking about this new year, and everyone always has that goal to make themselves healthier, not only physically, but I think emotionally, mentally, and from the psychological aspect, it's really important. And so this is, like you said, one of those great first steps that people can take. Now, I'm trying really hard to start my New Year's resolution to make it so that I'm in better shape as I approach the new year. And so I think Noom is something that would give me a whole new perspective instead of just stepping out and maybe going to the gym or doing something outside that's just that physical activity.
Absolutely, yeah. It's baby steps, and there's a lot of pressure around the new year to do these kind of big, large changes, and even the mental model of having to go to the gym. There are many ways to get physical activity in, and physical activity is more than just about weight loss. It's more about a lot of other things that happen in our brain. So baby steps. I would say just start really small and try to be kind to yourself.
Now, if people are interested in getting their hands on the book or getting more information about Noom, what's the best way for them to do so?
Yeah, you can get the book anywhere books or audiobooks are sold, either in a store or online. You can also check us out at noom.com, and you can go to noom.com/book for more book information.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and thank you so much for the hard work that you're doing to really just better people's health.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great new year.
You too. Make sure that you stop by any one of your local bookstores and you get your hand on this fabulous book to help yourself take those baby steps into making the right decisions for your mind and your body. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.